Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Well, today is the day you guys have been waiting for a long time. I've been getting comments, when's the new T680 coming? When's the new T680 coming? Well, here it is. Truck. We got these new little displays here, KW. They're all lit up, so kind of cool. I'm a fan. I love it. We did some on the other side too. So I was gonna show the other one that we have that is in our showroom right now. The one in the showroom I have sold. This one here is the same truck as the one I sold, but it's a demo unit that we're kind of demoing out to different folks. Just thought it'd be a better display outside here, get some better shots. But anyways, the trucks are the same. So here it is. This is the new T680 next gen in the flesh. Well, in the flesh for me anyways. So I'm curious to see what your guys' comments are. Put the comments below. I'd sure appreciate that. And I read them all. And yeah. Oh, I just got another person honking at me. So anyhow, looking at this truck here, totally redesigned hood, new bumper. The cab and the sleeper are pretty much the same on the outside and the inside. The dash is new. So we're just gonna kind of go over some of the new highlights on this here. So starting with the bumper, as you can see here, the parts that are painted white are the only parts that can be painted on this bumper from the factory. The lower portion that's gray is always going to be gray no matter what, at the moment in time. They might change that down the road, but at the moment that's what it is. And then it has the lower dams that kind of drop down even a little bit further just for optimum fuel economy. So this truck is a fuel economy machine. They are claiming that it's 6 to 8% better aerodynamics than previous, so or better fuel economy. So you're going to see an improved fuel economy with this truck. It comes standard with the Bendix Wingman radar with an option to delete. It is deleted on this particular truck, but you still get this plastic panel right there. So just common parts, so fewer parts needed for replacement. Your tow hooks are located in behind these plastic pieces here. I'm not going to bother popping them out. But it's just for better aerodynamics, just to keep everything nice and tight and control the wind flow. The grille is now tighter. It's a lot narrower than previous, and totally new redesigned shroud around the grille. I really love it. just really mean look to it. Same heavy duty materials that we're using on the T680, and then or the old style. We have the seams on the sides here as well, and then the single piece fender. And I really love what we did with the fenders. We actually lowered the fender quite a bit, and it's square. I love this. It's a throwback to the T600. The T600 had a square fender, and then it had the square headlights, but here we kind of have modern and old school. I love it. Now, while we're back here, your turn signal is extremely visible, this big long LED strip light. We've kind of gone away from the one on the side here that's small. So this here, it's a lot larger, easier to see. And then we have the vents here to allow for better aerodynamics as well, so it's not trapping as much air underneath the wheel well. Speaking of the wheel well, if you order low profile tires, you can get the rubber strip around the wheel well here, so you can kind of tighten that up and then have less of a gap in here. Now, since we're on this side here, we'll just kind of go down. We have a whole redesigned chassis side skirts, and basically this new piece here, thermoplastic olefin is a material, or TPO. So it's a highly durable plastic that we have on the outside, and same as you'd see on your cars or pickup trucks and stuff like that. But so that's there, and then this new piece here, this is where all the emissions is housed in behind there. You can make it so that this rear portion can move out of the way with the latch. I don't know if we did that on this particular spec or not. I do see something here, but no, that is not the latch there. So, but this is the new configuration. It's basically simplifying the way of speccing the truck. We have no more optional full fairings. It's just the partial chassis fairings with the fuel filler right here. That's it. That's the only way we can do it. So it does make my job easier as far as speccing a truck, but I know there's it's kind of a disappointment that we're losing some options, but that's what we got. So this is a totally new redesign, and the whole purpose of this new redesign is to improve fuel economy, and this is more aerodynamic than the full chassis fairings. So with this, we can actually tuck in that fuel tank a lot further forward, so you have tons of space on the side of the frame rail. Now, we can get a lot of the same options as previous, you know, factory S-bar heater, air ride suspension, so that's all. I'm not gonna go over those, but that's all the same. Exhaust up the back, down on the ground, lots of configurations. And you can order this truck without chassis fairings if you choose, so that's an option as well. As far as the rear ends, suspensions, differentials, you can get with 46s, regular 40s, AG400L, AG380, or Flex Air, as some people call it. We also have the 8-bag air ride, Primax, rubber block, all sorts of suspensions, all sorts of fifth wheels. So lots of options there. So nothing really new back in this area. Now on this side, we do have two options here that you can go with. You can go with the 19-inch sleeper extenders, or you can do a 28-inch sleeper extender, which extends quite a bit more. And then the whole rubber piece and the extension here can actually flip out of the way, so you have more space to get in here. But this here, the 19-inch, lines basically straight up with the factory chassis fairings. So just gives it a nice clean look. Same thing with the paint here as on the bumper. The parts that are painted white, you have the option to change that color. And then the lower portions there, those are standard black. Your def tank is tucked in here now, so that's new. And then your fuel filler is right here. Again, same thing, no more configuring where you can have full chassis fairings to the back. Now under here is where your batteries are housed. Really easy to access them. Just a little latch here, very simple system. And then there are the batteries right there. And that is standard equipment on how that is set up. So let's open up the hood and I'll show you what's inside. Oh, before we do, a few other things to take a look at. The air intakes, we have this new Spear, I really love the look of that. I love how there's like this line in the middle. It just looks really, really sexy. I'm a huge fan of it. And then we got the Kenworth emblem kind of slapped in there. Now these new wind vanes, this is an option. It's a free option from the factory. So this is just to improve fuel economy and improve aerodynamics. All right. So under the hood, we have the option to get the PACCAR or the Cummins engine in this truck. So this one here obviously is the PACCAR engine. We've jigged a few things inside here. We moved some things around. So I'll just kind of go over some of the new options here. So starting with the bumper here, you can see here this wheel cover is basically right here. So you can keep all the road spray off of the engine, or a good chunk of it, so it keeps the whole engine compartment nice and clean, so less corrosion, and keeps everything kind of out of the road there. As far as up here, you still have easy access, even better access. So you just give these little plastic dials a half turn, and then holy smokes, that is your headlight assembly in there. So super simple to access. The previous version didn't have these covers. I'm just so terrible with my new freaking finger. It drives me nuts. There we go. And there we go. So just a couple half turns and everything is closed up. Same as on the T680, except it's a lot faster to do it here. So as far as what we've redone, what's new underneath the hood, a lot more space as far as the front portion of the engine, so easier access to change belts and so forth. So very simple, very clean install. Your power steering is here with the new style power steering reservoir and filter, and your jump terminals are actually pulled away from the frame rail, so they're actually hanging off. So I would think that that's going to improve reliability, so you're not going to get any rust or corrosion if these things are sitting up tight to the cab. And couple that with the new style splash guards, it's gonna be a lot more reliable. As far as your air fill, that's still there, same thing. Your engine oil fill and check. Now, what you notice here is the coolant tank is removed from the top along with the power steering. So this allows us to get a much lower crown or shroud on the front here. So again, improving fuel economy and aerodynamics. Where we've moved it is basically on the firewall here, so you can see that up on the top there. So that's in there, and then your filler is up above here. So you'll have to get up on top of the tire to fill that, but realistically, you're not having to fill that up very often. So it's okay if it's tucked away, because that's not really a common daily use option. All right, as far as the wiring and so forth, that's all basically the same here, all on the firewall. Go around the other side. Now on this side here, I really like what we did with the washer fluid. We've relocated it from the other side up high to down low. So you can put your jug on the tire, open it up, and just pour it right in. It's not up high where it's going to splash and hit you in the face. It's nice down and low, easy to fill up there. Same thing, we have the splash guards, the fender real well covers going all the way around, as you can see. So that's a nice option there, keeping any rocks or debris away from hitting these expensive components to replace. As far as the HVAC, no changes here. It's all basically the same system as on our trucks. And that is about it on the outside. So the long-awaited interior review is up next. Okay, so let's take a look inside here. So as far as the interior is concerned, the dash, digital dash here is the new part. The steering wheel is the new part. We've redesigned the color schemes for the interiors. So you're gonna get all this this surround pieces here are going to be dark gray or almost a black color. And then the inset is where you can customize it in tan, gray, or the new Moderna, I believe. No, that's a COVID shot. I think it's like it's a coppery color. I'll try and remember what the name is and I'll put it up on the screen here. But if you order the Diamond VIT, you get that on there. As far as the layout here, this is all the same. I want to spend a lot of time here on the steering wheel. So this is a brand new steering wheel. It only comes with a smart wheel. And this is the same interior tour as in the 680, 880, and 990. So that you can only get the smart wheel and either a rubber, which is shown here, or in a leather wrap. But basically what we got up here, we have your cruise control. This is your trip waypoint, so you can click that and it will log your waypoint. So if you want to go from fuel stop to fuel stop, or from one stop to the next, wherever, you can put up to 26 in there, the full alphabet basically. There's your on off for the cruise control. And then this is your illumination to brighten or dim when your lights are all on. So here, I don't know how to get this to work here. This is all brand new for me. So I'm seeing this here for the first time. I thought that this was your adjustment for the brightness of the dash. Okay, so that's working. Is this adjusting it too? Oh, no, this is your speed limit. This is to adjust your speed limit. Anyways, this is all new to me here. I'm just kind of learning as I go. Down here we have your lights. These are the same. Your exterior light test, that's the same as far as your interior lights. I'm going to turn those on so that we have more light for the video. And on this side of the steering wheel, you have your answer or hang up option for your Bluetooth, which is really handy. It's right in the steering wheel. You don't have to reach over to hit the button anymore. You can just hit that. That is still available if you want, but you have this in addition to it. Your radio controls to alternate between source. This here is your volume control up and down, and then to mute right there. So again, you can hit your mute button right there. You can answer or hang up very easily from your thumb. Now, these three buttons in the middle, this is what controls the digital dash. So I'm going to show you what this is all about here right now. So let me get this set up. Okay, so this top mode here is the dark mode, and you'll notice up here on the far side, this is the top option for that we've selected, and as we scroll down, it kind of goes down to the different menus. So I'm just gonna hit the next menu here. It brightens things up a little bit. What it's doing is it's showing if you have equipped the lane departure and all of that equipment. That will show up in the middle section down here if you order it with here. Otherwise here you just get that like horizon look if you want to have that. The next option here, it kind of shows you your standard gauges. So there's your fuel, your depth gauge, your coolant, and then up here is your air pressure, your oil pressure, and that is your level 1. Your next level here is your additional gauges, and then the last option here is your favorites. So you can add your own favorites in here. You can see here it's saying to add them in. It will show the additional gauges that you choose, but as you see here as I'm scrolling through, that's what you have. Now, if you want to change the menu look or what options are available, you just push in that little button, and then you have the options to pick your different gauges. So if we want to add engine boost, we can replace it. You can see here just kind of toggling between. I'm going to add it there. We're going to find the brake applied pressure. We're going to put that one over on the right here. So when I apply the brakes, you can see I'm doing it real time. It's showing the pressure right there. You can see. pushing down on the brakes. Now, the next thing, your coolant temperature, we'll put that there, and we can add engine oil pressure. So as you can see, it's a very simple system to customize if you want to do that. So engine oil temperature, you can opt to replace one of these here. So trailer spike, you know, maybe I don't need that one showing. We can get rid of that one and put the oil temperature there. So very nice option to customize. So I'm gonna hit the back menu, which is the little back arrow on the key right here. And I'm gonna hit it again, doesn't do anything. So I'm just gonna scroll up to the top, and then I'm gonna show you the menu. So you can have this button here on top here. If I push this button right here, it toggles between just showing the speed, or speed with your RPM listed down below right there. And as far as the menu, if you want to access that, here we go. Here's the full menu. Now you can do here's all your trip marker information, your shortcuts, all of this stuff is all in here. So tons of information you can access. So the menu on the left kind of shows you what's going on. You can click in and then scroll through, see what everything's doing. Now, if you want to do a system check, you hit the button down here for your exterior light test, and that activates this new screen where it's going to check your batteries, your engine, for check engine lights or fault codes, exhaust system, your DEF system. So it's doing a 12-point check as it goes through this here, and that is standard equipment in the truck. So a very nice function to have available here. Now it's doing your lights, your high beam, low beam turn signals for your pre-trip walk around. So no issues, no critical errors, everything is good. That's the way we like it. So that's what's there, your trip summary, your settings, you can click in here, adjust your time, all that kind of stuff is very, very accessible. So that's quite an in-depth look at the new digital dash. I actually really like the look of it. I think it's really nice and clean. There's no glare. I have my light actually shining directly on it, and there's no glare, so you're not going to have like the sun shining in and hitting you in the face, and then you're getting a big glare on your eyes while you're driving down the road. So that's very handy. Now your turn signal is the same, your shifter is the same up here, and it lists down here what's going on the screen right there. As far as here, now with the gauges going up here, you can duplicate those gauges up to 12 on the dash, but freeing up a little bit more dash space by moving gauges here, you can either put in the navigation screen with a pocket, or fill it with full of gauges, or do what we did here where you have 6 gauges and the storage pocket. So that's a really nice option there. Now down below here, your standard switches, that's all in there. I'm going to turn on the bunk light and kind of show you what's back there. Now what's new here, this dash is a lot darker. So the glove box, you'll notice, is quite a bit darker than the previous. I really like the darker look. And looking in the back here, same thing with the, just adjust the lighting here. The lower portion is dark, and then you have the tan or the gray up top. So I really like that dark down low and tan up top. Same thing with this table. So this table is now, instead of being gray, it is black. So it's a lot more durable design, so you're not gonna have it all scratched up as quickly. So I'm very much a fan of it. All right, so over on this side here, like I said, you have the option for the rotating table, the drawers down below, that's all the same, just this is all black. Just standardizing on some parts, so it's less parts to stock at the factory. We can build more trucks with fewer options available. So I actually really like this, the black, but I love black vehicles. That's just kind of my deal. As far as the TV mount, that's the same, nothing's changed there. You have the option for the inverter with 120 volt plugins, or the just standard 12 volts. And then your batteries are up, your inverter option up here, or the 12 volt outlet for microwave is available right there. we got storage, then we got the upper bunk, and then back here, this is all the same with the S-bar control and the heat controls. Here is the storage pockets, which are unchanged. So basically, we got a facelift. The interior is all the same. All right, so that's it for this week's video. A big thank you to Kristen Sigurjonsson for buying the twin to this truck. This truck here that I'm in is a twin to his. I know I said I would video his truck, but I'm doing this one instead. But regardless, thanks for watching. If you are interested in getting your name on your own T680, we have quite a few coming in here in the fall. As far as PACCAR powered, our Cummins are into the new year. But if you are looking at getting something with me, I'd sure appreciate you reaching out. You can contact me up here through the kenworthguy.com. If you want to subscribe to the channel, if you're big into YouTube, I'd sure appreciate a thumbs up. That means a lot to me if you do that. So please take 1 second, go down, hit the like button. Comment below if you have any comments about this truck. I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are, what you'd like me to show in future videos. This is your community, so I'd love to bring you content that you guys are interested in seeing. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.